We are in this thing. What's going on with y'all? TZ Von Savage, QBP podcast, where we take news, situations, and everyday occurrences and we show how one could or could not be keeping it P. Today we are going to discuss Los Angeles Unveils Reparations report on Black residents' experiences since 1925. We needed another committee for that to tell us about the atrocities and how we've been bamboozled, how we're last in everything, how they've gotten over on us, the heinous and horrificness of all the systems they have in place. That's what they want to tell us. Los Angeles has finally unveiled its long-awaited reparations report, a document that many argue is a missed opportunity for real action. While the report details the historic injustices faced by FBA residents since 1925, its significance is questionable given the widespread acknowledgment of these atrocities. Just more and more. Look what we did to y'all. Look what we did. For years, the heinous acts of slavery, Jim Crow, the civil rights movement, redlining, healthcare discrimination, and countless, that's countless is like infinity. Like there's not enough fingers and toes to count up. Countless, endless other forms of oppression against foundational Black Americans have been well documented and understood. What's the report for? Everybody knows. It's not a secret. Everybody knows about the atrocities of slavery. Everybody knows Kamala Harris isn't Black. Everybody knows what Jim Crow did. Everybody knows about the violence of the civil rights movement. Everybody knows about the countless, endless, infinite, and well-documented and understood acts that have been perpetrated against FBAs. The problem is, what are we going to do about it? Anybody going to do anything about it? Or are we just going to keep talking? We're just going to keep talking the talk and walking the walk. But what walk? To go march some more? Let's go walk and talk and march some more. That's what we should do. Go march some more and keep letting them tell us about, we know what we did wrong. We know what happened to y'all. We know all about it. Let's get another report. Let's do an HR 40. Let's get a committee. Let's get an advisory board to tell y'all that we already know. Let's have all these boards to continuously let us be told that we know what's wrong. We know what we did to y'all is wrong. We know that. But we ain't going to do nothing about it. We know the heinous acts of slavery, of Jim Crow, the civil rights movement, redlining, healthcare discrimination, and countless other forms of oppression. We know about that. It's well documented and understood. We know. The report does little more than reiterate these facts, leaving many feeling that is merely a token gesture. It's not even a token. A token is like something you want to receive. When you think of token, let's go video games, perhaps. You know, you want the token so that you can play. This enables us to do nothing. You give us the token, we can't go play in the game. We can't go play the game of life. We can't get in the mortgage. We can't, right? We can, but you got all the decks stacked against us. So you keep your token gestures, which it wasn't even, because like I said, a token is something that people want. It's something that you would want to receive so that you can play something usually when we're using Token is in like video games. That's why we call it a token of appreciation. Here, this is something that you may have wanted in exchange for what you've done for me. Appreciation. That's a token of a gesture of what we've done for America. A committee, a report, some paper with no value. Not even let me get some of that paper promissory note currency. If you want to give me some paper. So this non-token gesture that does nothing to address the ongoing systematic issues. It does nothing. It identifies them as if we needed help to identify all the problems. All you got to do is turn on the news. All you got to do is walk outside your door. All you got to do is look in your bank account. We don't need to be told what's wrong. We know what's wrong, and everybody else knows what's wrong. What's the report for? Why do we keep allowing them to report? Hey, yeah, we got a report. Yeah. Right? You know what's another token gesture is saying Kamala Harris is black. See, that's a token gesture. See, Negroes like that. Well, it's a step in the right direction. At least they trying. At least they know what they did. So, okay. So you want an apology. You're an apology of Kuna Matata Negro. That's what you, just an apology is good. I raped and pillaged your people. Take this apology. Take this token gesture of nothingness. Right? How many more papers? How many more councils? How many more advisory boards and committees are needed to research the horrible acts perpetrated against foundational Black Americans? How many? How many more do we need? And you guys don't notice this. Every state has to research this. We don't know that this was countrywide. In fact, foundational Black Americans are discriminated globally. You go over to Italy as a foundational Black American, you think that they love you? Is that what you think? You go over there to Germany, to Greece, do you think they love you? They don't. I just had to bring it straight down the middle to you. They don't. We are the most hated, despised race on the planet. If you guys didn't know, let me let you know that. Although we are the most loving, the most sympathetic, most empathetic people on the planet, in fact, to our own detriment. That's how I know it is a fact. You can do us dusty. You can rape and pillage our people. Your parents could do that, and we'll still play with the kids. We'll still let our kids play with the kids. See that? That's almost Stockholm syndrome-ish, which requires a check. See, not another board, a check. That's it. See, they're focused on rehashing well-known, well-documented history. When is it time for tangible actions? When is that time? When is that time? Oh, when we get a Black president. Then we didn't have one of them, but y'all thought we did. Didn't they give you that? Oh, we gonna get a Black woman here now. The hickory trickery doc that we keep falling for. We steadily continue to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. And they tell you, they don't even hide it no more. If they were truly committed to reparations, why don't they implement policies? It's real easy. You know the problem. Huh? Why isn't there any consequences for your historical injustices? But see, When we say that, that implies past, historical, as in no injustices are currently taking place. Why should we have to pay? We ain't do nothing. What we gotta pay for? We ain't even do nothing. Huh? Can you explain that to me? Can you explain why you should get something? It's unfair to the taxpayers. We didn't have no involvement in the historical injustices. But however, it's important to note that contemporary taxpayers benefit from the systematic disadvantages created by these injustices. See? Ding, 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 ding. That's the caveat. Give it up then. If you have no privilege, hand it over then. If you don't enjoy advantages, hand them up. Give them away. If you don't have no type of benefits, release them. Y'all like my Kamala hand movements? And let me get some off beat for you. Like I'm buffering, right? The wealth accumulated by these contemporary taxpayers were through discriminatory practices like redlining, discriminatory lending that has been passed down through generations, perpetuating the cycle of inequalities, home ownership, wealth gap, you're benefiting currently. Furthermore, reparations are not about handouts. It is rectifying past wrongs and current wrongs and creating a more equitable future, right? Because you say you want it to be fair. We don't want, what they did was wrong, but you don't want to make up for it. You just think an apology? What happened to paying for your mistakes? Paying for your mistakes. It means you have to pay. That means there's a price for your mistakes. That means there's a price for your consequences, for your actions. There is a price that must be paid. Consequences, right? You don't want a more just society. You don't want that. It'd be very easy for you to do that. It would be, right? Right? And it's not about cash payments. Listen, if you want to hand out some grants to invest for them, people to invest in the Black community to help address the disadvantages that you guys have contributed to through the economics, if you want to do that, funding education, we don't want your affordable housing. That's why it just leads back to cutting the check, because we can get our own schools, so we don't really need you to fund the education. If you cut the check, we got that. We won't need affordable housing if you cut the check, because we'll just get out there in the mud like everybody else, because now it's fair. Still won't be fair, but we got our bread though, and we can shake and wiggle how we do. But what you can do is address some of these systematic things: criminal justice, voting, and really kind of voting's us because we should get something. That's all. Hold your vote back. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. This is a nothing burger. This reparations report is a nothing burger. It acknowledges what everybody else already knows. The true test will be whether the city takes bold and decisive action to implement reparations in cash payments. That is what will seal the deal. That's it. That's all. Don't let them give you the banana in the tailpipe. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. Gonna leave you with 4 words, as we always do around this time: love, peace, blessings, and maloha. I gotta go, ha, for sure, ha. You already know, ha. Big brother like Right Supreme Almighty.